Welcome everyone. In today's video, we will continue with the chapter integers. So here we are going to study about practice set 7 and 8, which consist of comparing integers and subtraction of integers. So let's begin. First we will study about comparing integers. We have already studied the number line. On the number line, you can observe that 0 is at the center. To the right side of 0, we have all the positive integers, and to the left side of 0, we have all the negative integers. Now, as we move towards the left, the value of the number goes on decreasing, which means if I start from 5 and I go towards the left hand side, the number 4 comes and the value of 4 is smaller than that of 5. Similarly, moving ahead to the left hand side, there comes 3, 2, 1, 0 and so on. Which means that when we go to the left hand side, the value keeps on decreasing. And this is how we will compare the negative as well as positive integers. We shall see few examples about it. If I have to compare -4 and 6. Now, as I told you all, the numbers which are on the left hand side has smaller value, which means that this negative number is smaller than 6. So, I am going to place the sign like this sign. The open mouth should be towards the greater number. If we take one more example of 0 and -2. Once again, from these two numbers, 0 and -2, -2 is on the left hand side of the number line, which means 0 is greater than -2 and hence I will put the open mouth towards the number 0. So this is how we are supposed to compare integers. Based on this, we have practice set 7. So we will begin solving practice set 7. Write the proper signs in the boxes below. The very first sum we have is -4 and 5. So from these two, -4 is on the left hand side of the number line, which means it has a smaller value. And hence, we are supposed to put this sign like this, open mouth towards the greater number. The second sum, 8 and -10. Again, if there are two numbers having opposite sign, so the number with the minus sign is always smaller. Number with the minus sign is always smaller, which means 8 is a greater number and hence the open mouth will go towards 8. The third sum, if you look, +9 and +9. Both are equal. So, is equal to will be the sign which we are supposed to write. The fourth sum, -6 and 0. If you observe the number line, I am drawing the number line here. If you observe the number line, we will draw 0 somewhere here, and on the left hand side, we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So, if we compare -6 and 0, the number -6 is on the left hand side and hence it is a smaller number, which means the open mouth of the sign will come towards 0. Similarly, if you observe the fifth sum, 7 and 4. So, from here, we know that 7 is a greater number or a bigger number. So, we are going to put this sign. Similarly, for the sixth sum, we have 3 and 0. So, 3 is a greater number and hence this sign. If you observe the seventh sum, -7 and 7. Once again, I am telling you all, if there are two numbers having opposite signs, so the number with the negative sign or the minus sign is always smaller, which means number 7 is having greater value. Eighth sum, -12 and 5. Here also again the same case and hence 5 is a greater number. The ninth sum, -2 and -8. Now here Once again, coming back to the number line which we have, I'm drawing it here. Our 0 will be somewhere here. Then we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7 and -8 and so on. So now we are supposed to compare -2 and -8. If you observe this, then we will find out that -8 is towards the left hand side, which means this -8 is having a smaller value, and hence the open mouth of the sign will come towards -2. Similarly, the tenth sum, -1 and -2. If you observe the same number line again, we have -1, and then on the left hand side of -1 we have -2, which means -1 is a greater number. 11th sum, negative sign, smaller number, and hence 6 is a greater number. And the last sum, -12, -14 and -14, both are same and hence is equal to. So this is how we are going to solve this practice set 7. After this, we are going to learn about subtraction of integers. We have already learned how to add integers, addition of integers. Now we will have a look at subtraction. I will give you all one example here. If I take an example like 5 minus -3. 5 minus -3. So the rule for subtraction of integers is we are going to write down the first number as it is. Then this minus operation is going to get changed into addition. And the second number which we have, -3, that will also change into its opposite number, which means +3. And then we are going to perform this equation, 5 plus +3, which is equal to 8. I hope you all are understanding. We are going to see a few more examples. If I take an example of -7 minus 2. This is an example. So the first number, the first integer in our sum, we are supposed to write it down as it is. Then later on, this minus or subtraction operation which we have here, this, it is going to get changed into addition. And then the number 2 we have as our second integer, it is going to get changed into its opposite number, that is -2. And then we are going to perform this equation, -7 plus -2. Now this is our addition sum. So we are simply going to follow the rules for addition and solve it. Both the numbers are having same sign, which means add the numbers and then write down the common sign. So this is how we are supposed to perform subtraction of integers. One more example we'll take. Example, -10 minus -3. If this is my sum, then the first number which we have, -10, I am going to write it down as it is. This subtraction operation which we have, it is going to change into addition. And the second integer in our sum, -3, that will also be changed into its opposite number, that is +3. Now if you observe, this is the addition sum. If the numbers are having opposite signs, we are supposed to subtract the number and then write down the sign of the greater number, which is minus. So this is our final answer. Now after this, let's have a look at practice set 8. Now in this practice set, we have this table and they have asked us to solve this subtraction sums. As there is less space here, I have prepared this table. It is the same table which is there in practice set 8. Now how to solve it? This is the horizontal column and this is the vertical column. So now in this very first box, we are going to first write down the number which is there in the vertical column, that is 3. Then we have this subtraction sign here. I am going to write it down and then I am going to write down the number in the horizontal column, which is 6. Similarly, for the next tab we have 8. So I'm going to write down 8 first, then minus, and then 6. Next one we have minus 3, minus 6. And then minus 2, minus 6. So this is how we are supposed to write down and then solve it. After solving, we come to see if we solve here 3 minus 6. So I'll write 3 as it is. This subtraction will change into addition and 6 will become minus 6, which means our final answer is going to be minus 3. So my answer here is minus 3. Similarly, if you see the second sum, 8 minus 6, this is a normal subtraction. So my answer here is plus 2. The next sum, minus 3 minus 6, we'll solve it here at the top, minus 3 minus 6. So minus 3 we are going to write down as it is. This subtraction will be changed into addition and this minus, this 6, positive 6 will become negative 6. Now both the numbers are having same signs, which means adding the numbers and write down the common sign. So I have minus 9 as my answer. Similarly, for the last one, minus 2 minus 6, my answer will be minus 8. So this is the first column which we have solved. Similarly, we are supposed to do for all the remaining columns. We'll do it for few and then others will be for homework. Now I'll do for the next column where we have number 9 in our horizontal row. Okay. So now I'll start. I will write down 3 first, which is the number 3, which is there in the vertical column. Then minus 9. Similarly, 8 minus 9. Minus 3 minus 9 and minus 2 minus 9. First we will write this down and then we will solve it and write down the answer. If you observe, in each sum the second number which we have written is 9. Why 9? Because at the top we have number 9. Similarly, if you observe the first column, we have number 6 at the top. So all the second numbers in our equation is always number 6. Okay. So now we will start solving. 3 minus 9. I'll solve it at the top. 3 minus 9. I'm going to write down 3 as it is. This negative sign will become positive and 9 will become minus 9 and then solve it. After solving, I get minus 6 as my answer. So here I will write minus 6. Similarly, for the next one, minus 1 will be my answer. The next one, minus 3 minus 9. We are going to solve it the same way as we did for number 6. So we'll do it once again. Minus 3 minus 9 I have. So minus 3 I'll write down as it is. Then this subtraction operation will change into addition and this 9 will become minus 9. So my answer will be minus 12. Similarly, for the last one, my answer will be minus 11. Okay. Now, the next column for minus 4. At the top, we have minus 4. So, let's begin. First, we will write down the sum and then we will solve. 3 minus 4. 8 minus 4. Minus 3 minus 4. And minus 2 minus 4. So we will quickly start solving. We are supposed to solve it in the same way as we did before. So the answer for this, the first one will be minus 1. The answer for the second, 8 minus 4, it is a simpler one. So 8 minus 4 is 4, positive 4. The next one we have minus 3 minus 4, our answer will be minus 7. And the last one, answer will be minus 6. The next column we have is for minus 5. So our second numbers in all our sums will be minus 5. So let's begin. 3 minus minus 5. 8 minus minus 5. Minus 3 minus minus 5. And minus 2 minus minus 5. Okay. Now this is a little different from the previous ones which we did. So we will solve it here at the top. 3 minus minus 5 we have. So we will write 3 as it is. This minus will become plus and this minus 5 will become plus 5, which means 3 plus 5. Our answer will be plus 8. Similarly, the next answer for us will be plus 13. Now the next one, minus 3 minus, this minus 3 we will write as it is. This negative sign, that is minus, we will write plus, and this second integer minus 5 will become plus 5. And now after solving this, our answer will be plus 2. Similarly, the last answer will be plus 3. Now the next column we have is for 0. So first we will write down the sums. 3 minus 0, 8 minus 0, minus 3 minus 0, and minus 2 minus 0. Now start solving. Whenever we subtract 0 from any number, the answer will be the number itself. So here our answer is 3, next answer is 8, then we have minus 3, and then we have minus 2. So this is how we are supposed to solve for 0. The last 3 columns which we have, 7, minus 8 and minus 3. We have already done such kind of negative number sums and positive number sums here for 9, minus 4 and minus 5. So these 3 columns, last columns, are supposed to be done in the same way. So you all do it for homework. Okay, we will discuss it in the next class. With this, we end the chapter, students. We will continue with the next chapter in the next video. Thank you.